Northgard starting guide. I'm going to start a game with Northgard. I am going to click single player, new game. Over here we've got play as a randomly selected clan. You've got the name over here. You've got the clan. I'm just going to go with something random. For difficulty, I'm going to stick with normal. And for map size, there's large, huge, medium, small. If you're a younger person, I'm 53 years old, been playing video games since the 1970s. If you're kind of new to war games, I would say go with the medium map. If you're very young, maybe start with the small map. If you're an expert, go with the large or the huge map. I'm very confident, so I'm going to go with the huge map. Then you hit play. Okay, so you're going to have a zone, and it's a hexagon. And in your hexagon, you can build 5 or 6 buildings, and you have to colonize other hexagons. Obviously, you want to do it as quickly as possible. If you don't colonize quickly, you have to fight for the hexagons. And early in the game, it's going to be easy. You just go after the weak opponents. Later in the game, it might be a little bit more difficult to maintain your army, considering you have limited resources such as food. And to hit pause. So that's your main building. Got 4 villagers. And the first thing you're going to want to do, if you want to get one of these neighboring places, you need to scout it first. So I'm going to need to build a scout in order to view these other territories. I need food. I've got a good supply of wood. I need stone and iron, not so much. I need houses. I'm going to need at some point to make an army. Okay. So in terms of buildings, 249 is enough to make like 10 buildings, not including the stone. So I'm going to be careful. The food they're going to get from anywhere. You go over here, you click on build. I'm going to go with scout camp. Doesn't really matter where you put it. I'm going to put it over here. This guy's going over there and building it. And then I'm going to build the wood cutter. Put it right here. You're going to want a house. And I do recommend you upgrade the houses. A brewery is a good idea at some point. And I would put the defensive tower because it's going to make it easier early in the game. So we want to get the population to increase. One of the ways to do it is going to be the brewery and also your tech tree options and anything else that impacts happiness. It is a little bit difficult to see what's going on, but at least over here, you've got some information. Over here, you can see that there's a building with no workers. That means that they're not collecting wood, and I'm only down to 46. That means it was enough. 200 built 4 buildings. So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to assign him here. You click on the guy, and you hit the right mouse button. And now he's assigned to the building. I probably lost the food. And you see that I don't have a scout. I'm going to need a scout at some point so that I can occupy the other territory. You're going to need the food and you're going to need the scout. So we'll go over here. We'll give him a scout. You don't really lose food as far as I know. The food supply is infinite. And as far as I know, the trees are, I don't know if he actually chops a tree down. There's no option in the game for planting trees. Looks like the tree did fall down. I don't know if you can clear out the forest or not. And there's no option to fast forward. Okay, you see my scout is over here. It has an option to colonize for 20. It is defended by these animals, has an iron deposit. We're going to want that at some point. You're going to have to build military, which is called the training camp, so that you can go and take ownership of this zone. And you want to stay by the water. You want to be surrounded by these rocks. It's going to protect you. They don't automatically go to build things, so you have to keep an eye on that. There's nobody idle. I got food, low on wood. At some point, I'm going to reach the limit for this zone. So you want to work on upgrading. To upgrade, I need stone. I don't have any stone. There's stone right here. This might be like 1,000 stone. This is defended by animals. This here, undefended. So I colonize it, which means it's now my territory. I am going to put a mine. I don't have enough. It does highlight some things that it thinks you should build. Gemstone ores from deposit. Okay, so we got the mine over here. The mine doesn't last long. After a few minutes, you can destroy it. So you notice that nobody's going to go build it. You got to pick one of your villagers and right-click him on that building. So he'll go and build it. When you assign somebody to a building, you can assign like 2 people or 3 people to a building. They're going to do that job and only that job. He's going to probably be the person that I assign to this building. So it makes sense to colonize this area because it's cheap and the enemy won't be able to attack it. And I'm going to put all my trading over here. Actually, maybe the enemy's over here too. So you notice he's got the idol above his head. And you right-click, and now he is going to start mining. When the mine deposit is depleted, you can destroy the building. It will put up a sign that says you can destroy the building. It says I'm under attack. It could be an animal. Look on the map over here, and it will show you that someone is attacking. So I'm going to take everybody, and I'm going to bring them over here. Well, it looks like we won, so they can go back to what they were doing. Maybe he was attacking an animal. He is low on health, so I want to get a healer. And you want to make sure everyone's back to the job: woodcutter, miner, scout, etc. As far as I know, they only increase in health if you have a healer. Okay. You want to upgrade buildings to the maximum amount. However, you see over here it says you need 5 stone. If you go to build and you do house, doesn't need any stone. So if you have a shortage, check if you build a new building to see if it's easier to just build a new building as opposed to doing an upgrade. So I could risk his health, or I could build the healer now. We've got the training camp. which allows me to build a warrior. I don't have the cash, I don't have the iron, but it will allow me to go over and colonize this territory, which I cannot colonize right now. If you colonize, this looks like a good territory to colonize, but it is defended by wild animals. There's no need to have a lot of territory because the buildings that you're going to build, there's a limit. Basically, what's going to happen is your woodcutters and your guys that are doing the food, they don't need 20 woodcutters. You don't need that. You only need like one. And they're going to produce so much wood that you won't be able to keep up. You only need like 3 zones, as far as I know, to run and manage a relatively large population. Like, you need the additional zones to put houses in, to put your army buildings in, so that you can increase your population and your army. But you don't have to have those zones until you're ready to do that. So it looks like I've got something here and nobody's constructing it. You see it says miner can't be assigned to this building. You go click on a villager and have him become the builder. Still can't get the warrior. Don't have enough coins, but I will get that through a trade depot. Looks like there might be territory over here, and maybe it's possible that it's completely defended. I'm not sure. It says I'm under attack. It looks like he killed my guy. What I was about to do was pick the guy and move him away to save his life, but I failed to do so. This builder guy, he will become the miner when he's done building. Okay, so my goal right now is going to be to open trade and to make sure I build the trade buildings in a place where it's easy to defend. So you see I've got 8 villagers, they're collecting food, and 1 woodcutter. The woodcutter lodge, it says 1 of 2. That means I can add another guy to the woodcutter lodge. And this idle guy I'm adding as the miner over here. So another smart thing to do, it would be to take him and move him where your main building is, because he's safer if he's surrounded by people, and take one of the stronger guys and move them out to here. Don't have the cash yet for the training camp. This building is gonna, the defensive tower is gonna defend this zone. Okay, so next I'm gonna try to, I guess I can't. Develop zone for 100 so I can increase the maximum number of buildings. And you're going to want to upgrade this, but again, you need the stone, you need the coins, etc. Looks like I don't have enough. No, don't fight, run away. Like I said, these defensive towers early in the game, they do a good job. You see over here, it's flashing green. So you can pick something. I advise you to pick something that focuses on happiness. That's a trade route. That's a trade route. I'm going to do probably that option here so I can colonize cheaper. With military strategy, you want to pick Guardian, in my opinion. Okay, can I build trade? No. I need more wood, which I'm about to have. So by building the trading post, I'm going to earn money. And I don't know how much money I'm going to earn, but I know that in the last game, I earned a lot of money. I couldn't spend it all. Over here, you see that I cannot build in the red zone. I have to build here. And I'm going to take a villager and have him build it. And then he's going to work there. Now you see that the food has reached the maximum. So that means that those guys are doing work that isn't producing anything. So I'm going to take 2 more of them and put them in the trading post. Might as well bring them over now. You want to click on villager and then go over here. Oh, only 1 builder. The other thing I could do is I could have him scout around. Okay, so he's going to go over here and become a trader. He's going to be a trader. Then you do build trade route. Choose which resource you will sell. I've got oversupply of food. Who to trade with? It has to be this guy right here. And I'm going to earn cash with that. So he is now trading. I can do the house up. Oh, I got to do the town hall upgrade first. And you have to hit confirm. There's not a lot of upgrades. You only do upgrades a few times, then everything's upgraded. So these guys are going to start accumulating coins. I will use the coins and I will get a warrior. Actually, it's possible I could get a warrior right now. Take a villager and put him there and he becomes a warrior. Okay, so he's already a warrior. And if I want this territory, I got to fight for it. I am going to go in and fight the animal. If he's winning, I'm going to run away. There's an option to colonize, and it takes a certain amount of time. And the reason why is because the enemy can come and run and try to defend the territory if they want. This is one thing I don't like about the game. It becomes so dark that you can't really see what's going on. I assigned the warrior to here. I don't know if it does anything. We're going to build a mine for the iron. You see it's already highlighted. I'm going to need a builder. And I'm going to right click for him to come over here and build it. And then he's going to work there. Looks like these guys are actually walking. They're walking to the mine? That's weird. Okay, over here we've got an option for military path. I'm going to select this military path. And what that means is that my watchtowers, they can defend outside the zone now. So I'm going to allow them to do that. He finished building this. Now he's going to become the miner. That's the iron deposit over here. Iron is a little bit hard to get, although you can buy it. You can buy iron. Your scout died while exploring a new zone, so I'm going to take one of these guys, send him to the scout, which is right there. I'm reaching the limit for the population. I have to upgrade my house and confirm. It's an important upgrade. So now I got a few more people. An assault has been launched against me. Usually it flashes when you're under attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these people over here to help fight. I wonder if I lost somebody. They'll go back to what they were doing, right? I might have lost 2 people. We'll have a civilian go work at that mine. I'll get another civilian to work trading. I want more houses. So I'm going to check to see if I can build it. Can't build it over here. I'm going to build a house over here. Take a villager, assign it to the house. Got a lot of food, not so much wood. So maybe another wood cutting building makes sense. But I think upgrading the woodcutter is better because it requires fewer people. Enough lore for new knowledge. This is for food silos, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take the colonization. Permanently increases population growth by 25%. Sounds good. At some point, I am going to need a healer. And getting the brewer is going to improve my population. So I have reduced production because of wounded clan members. My food production is pretty good. One scout, one lore master. I think you can take your warriors and put them back to any type of production. And I think so because I just did it with this guy over here, the lore master. So that means you can build a building, not use it, and then when you need it, start using it again. I'm going to need somebody to heal. I'm going to need a healer. Gemstone to emerge soon. Don't know what that means. Develop zone for 100 coin. That means I can put more buildings over here It's important that I do that. So I'm going to develop the zone. Watchtower can't go here, but it can go here, and I've got the money for it. It's a smart investment. I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to have to... Oh, somebody's already building it. Okay. We've got unhappiness, which means I'm going to have to... build the brewer. And because the brewer is not an essential building, I'm going to build it anywhere. This guy will probably become the brewer. This building over here needs a repair, which means you can take one of your guys and have him go repair the building. Got a lot of villagers. I'm going to have them repair the building. Looks like there's an animal coming in. And because the building's on fire, he needs to repair it. So we got a brewer now, which means that the happiness is going to increase. Sending a guy to do a repair. I'm going to have to do the healer. You really only need one healer building, so I don't consider it to be that essential. I'm not going to put it in my main area. Just put it maybe over here. You want it to be in a place where you can keep an eye on those guys, that's for sure. And I'm going to take an idle villager and set him to repair the building. And I need to do this to keep my happiness up. So the brewer needs an upgrade to get a production bonus. And I could use a second brewer. Low on food. So I am going to let my villagers collect food. Okay. Where is this guy going? He's a villager. He's going to become the healer. And then you're going to see that this guy over here is being healed. And when he's done healing, he'll go and do something else. So I have a lot of the important buildings. The key is going to be to do things like to get food. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change. Well, I got to build a trade route. Really don't have anything that I can trade. So maybe I'll take the trader and have him collect food. You see now it has the double arrow above the building, which I believe means that there's no route, no trade route. The mine is depleted, you can destroy it. So I can destroy this building. There it is, gone. This is a scout from another player. Don't want my guys to get involved with a fight. Okay, over here you see it says the mine is depleted. You can destroy it. I think I said at the beginning of the game, or maybe in another video, that the mines produce a lot of stone. They don't. It doesn't produce hundreds of stone. Maybe it does 20 or 30. Okay, we're doing okay with the food, but I'm going to send him for food. We've got an idle guy over here. Maybe he finished healing. I'm going to send him for food. Okay, so I think the next priority is going to be to upgrade buildings, which includes the defenses. Okay, so we've got some militias. If you look over here above the mini map, it says 802 AD and a militia arrived. They're going to be over here somewhere. There they are. So I am going to take them over to here to just kind of hang out. Organize a feast. I'm going to wait until I get a larger population because it becomes more and more expensive. Okay, we want to do upgrades. Want to upgrade the defense. Got enough for one more upgrade. No, I don't. So these guys can come over here and claim this territory for me. Oh, maybe they can't. This building over here needs repairs, but I'm more concerned with upgrading buildings that need upgrades. This gives an upgrade to my military, which I definitely want. Reduces firewood consumption, heals units faster. Yeah, I definitely want the one with the firewood. Buildings with no workers and available trade route. We've got food production's coming along pretty good. Definitely want a silo. But you see, I can't build it over there and over there, so I'm going to have to build it over here. I want it to be close to as many towers as possible. And I'm sending a villager to go and build it. Don't need a house upgrade yet, but soon. Okay, I've got enough lore for more knowledge. This says food production bonus is for the food silo, the healing units, military food consumption. I'm going to take mining because I'm actually still doing it. But eventually I'm going to move on to military. Okay, I will take a villager. and turn him into a warrior. I'm going to take another villager and go to the trade route. Take another villager, go to trade route. I'm going to build as soon as he arrives. I'm going to build a trade route. Apples, which is a food, I've got a huge supply. I'm going to go for something like this. It's going to bring in cash. Take my warrior, bring him over to here. And I'm going to take these militias, bring them out to here. They're already fighting. Militia doesn't come in. My warrior is not doing so well. He died. Okay, I tried to get him out as fast as possible. I will take another villager. We'll come in for a second round. Obviously, if I go in with a lot of warriors, they're definitely going to win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run him out faster. I'm going to stay at the border. I'm watching his hit points. Run him out. Barely made it out alive. Wait for him to heal. So I can extract gemstones. That's what I'm going to do. I've got a decent amount of villagers. I got a lot of food. Look to upgrade a building. The food silo upgrade, not available yet. That upgrade is not available. That one, not quite yet. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to build a trading post so I can buy stone so that I can do upgrades. So I will build the marketplace. I'm going to build it over here. It kind of makes sense to build it near this building so you don't get confused because you're going to be looking at both. Get a villager, have him build. This guy's ready. He's going to come in and fight. Get him out. I'm going to take another villager and make a second warrior. It looks like there's some people, some dogs or whatever coming in. So my other warrior is coming over here. And he's going to help defeat the fox. Got to get someone in the marketplace, but I don't see anybody idle. I'm going to pick 2 villagers, move them to the marketplace. And what's going to happen is they're going to acquire different materials that I can buy when I need them. So I'm going to take my 2 warriors. I'm going to go again over here. Run them out. Take the stronger one. Bring him in. while the other guy's healing. Run him out. See, we got some items coming in. The reason why we got to do this is because I need stone so I can upgrade buildings. Looks like I can add another brewer. So I'm going to take a villager and add him as a brewer, and that's going to help grow my population. This guy's almost ready. When he comes in here and fights, the healer will start healing the other guy. No, don't take him out. So they're attacking over there, my guy. I'm going to colonize this territory. They can't heal right now. They're standing outside the territory. But now they can heal. Keep all my guys together. So this has already been developed. Over here it says develop zone for 100. Maximum number of buildings hasn't been reached. So that means I can still build another building. I'm going to upgrade the house because I'm already at the maximum. You're going to ask, what building do you want to make? A military building would be a good idea so I can increase the size of my military. And obviously you want to do these upgrades. So over here, when you see that it shows stone, you click on it to make the purchase. You can buy 5 at a time. Okay, so this one I could build something. A house is a good idea. The thing for the warriors is kind of a good idea. It says mine, but no, you can't. Okay. The altar of kings. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to build it over here. It's going to be next to the tower. I am going to take a villager who will come and build the house. It's going to increase my population. And then I will do the develop zone option. And then I will add the training camp. You don't want to build too many buildings if you don't have a lot of money, because you have to pay for the upkeep of the buildings. There's something coming. It says an earthquake is coming. Healer. I could add a healer and the lore master. So what can I add? Improves your trade routes. Income increases. Whoever Eggle is. I'm going to do the thing for the food silo. Reduces food production loss. I'm going to do the gain happiness. Okay, there's something going on over here. He's got to put the fire out. Going to get villagers to put the fire out. It's sad they don't automatically do it. Oh, these merchants can't put out the fire for their own building. You can do a bunch of trade routes. So I'm going to build more trade buildings so I can make more money, buy more stones. Says I'm under attack. The red is flashing over here. I guess the attack is over now. I need 5 stone. I'm going to upgrade the house. Checking to see what I need for the upgrades. If I can upgrade anything right now. To build a training camp for the military. Over here, I'm going to build some sort of a tower, but I'm going to build it near the border so that it helps with my other towers. Maybe build it right here. Get a villager. Go build that. The forge would help because with the forge, I can improve tools and weapons and improve production in general. So with the forge, you can make relics, which are obviously used in the game. Could turn him into a warrior. The hunter would be good. Oh, I can't build any. It would have been good because they can be used for defense. I'm going to spend the money to increase the buildings in that zone. And I got to build a mine over here for the gemstones. You can really build it anywhere. Get a villager to work on that. Got 3 stones, so I'm up to 5 stones, which means I can upgrade a building. The healer, training camp, the house. I would say brewery's kind of important, but I don't have enough. We take the idle guy, Have them start doing that. There's no upgrade for the mine because you don't use it that long. Free upgrade for the tower. So I'll wait till the next free upgrade. This one needs 10. That needs 10. It's going to be a while before I get more stone. I'm under attack over here. I actually want this to be a starter guide, and I need to take a break. So this is Northgard starter guide. I hope that it answered some of your questions about starting the game. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Go to my discussion forum at cheapbooks.cc. Look at the video game section under RTS. Look for Northgard. Post any questions, and I will answer them. And I am the owner of cheapbooks.com, which is a website for searching for books and textbooks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.